that was fighting for gay rights, and people were killed.
Nobody was killed at Stonewall.
Nobody was killed.
I've been a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race for almost a decade now, and I've been able to see the fan base come up with some really hilarious trends. One of the more notable ones being when fans made the 365 days of effed up drag featuring Jasmine Masters. If you'd like to know more about that, you can watch my Jasmine Masters video. That being said, I wanted to talk about perhaps the most bizarre yet intriguing Instagram account that goes by the name of RuPaul's Drag Race No Limbs. Now, there's not a lot that's really known about this account. What we do know is that in October of 2019 is when the account would first begin to make a splash in the fanbase, when a user made a post on the RuPaul's Drag Race cringe subreddit, alerting other fans that there was an account on Instagram dedicated to uploading pictures of Ru girls without their limbs. What I mean by this is that while the pictures weren't in any way gory, some of them were sort of disturbing to look at, while others were so silly it sort of just made you laugh. And despite the overall weird concept of the Instagram page, it would end up actually gaining a following from a small portion of the Drag Race fanbase. For the following years, RPDR No Limbs would end up branding themselves to the point where the fanbase decided to just embrace them. The account would continue to make photo edits of the queens, that was then celebrated by fans as one of the inside jokes between those who followed the account. What made the account appealing was that with each picture that was uploaded, the more confusing things would get. Another big part of the branding behind RPDR No Limbs was to type out messages to fans in complete gibberish, such as pretty much every time they ever typed out a caption or commented on a post, the sentences would not make any grammatical sense, as the whole goal of it is just to leave the person reading it confused. I mean, their bio says, exposing truths and tooths associated with the distribution of skin and bone made permanent and personal through consensual means to end a franchise. Or this article that says drag performer accused of stealing $700,000 worth of skull teeth from audience member's skull during live and legal performance. Another reason why the account gained some popularity was by going into Drag Race Queen's Instagram lives and sending a really confusing message in hopes that the queen will try to read it out loud.
Any progress made with the new terms being used in association with the Bone Waters album alteration service you will provide for fans?
The skull?
Sounds being weird. I don't know what that means.
The skull situation?
The skull situation with the
fans of
in prison for things that I'm not sure about the second one in the basement.
Daddy has my legs locked and the Stones are willing to negotiate slurp status for the community. What?
Permanent alterations made from the heart, skin and bone water. I'ma tell you this, I don't drink no motherfucking, I drink enough water. Michelle Obama said drink water, so I drink that water, but I'm not drinking no bone juice.
In March 2018, the account would end up getting blocked by none other than Delta Work, after Delta couldn't decipher what the account was trying to ask.
I don't know that I have enough notes on that right now, so I would hate to speak about something out of school. I'm not a fan of people talking about things off the cuff, so I think I should educate myself on exactly what you want me, what you're asking about specifically. That way I have the tools to share, my perspective. Clinton Foundation.
Essentially, Delta didn't have time for this foolishness. Moving on, in September 2021, No Limbs actually ended up revealing their true identity, citing that the person running the account was actually Tamisha Iman. Although this then gets contradicted when they say they've known Tamisha since the year 1814, which means the account owner is most likely not Tamisha Iman.
Hi everyone. I want Dad to make a recording to prove to you that I am
Tamisha Yerman.
Tamisha Yerman is not Tamisha Yerman.
Tamisha Yerman
is RPDR No Limbs. I take full responsibility for being Tamisha Iman on behalf of who I am amongst those who are a part of me on behalf of you to myself for fans of nothing. I have been supporting Tamisha Iman since 1814 and can say that she truly is
me.
She has no reason to lie about being herself because I am her. She is they.
That is me.
Everything that I've said has been a truth for you, and I have to say that I'm Tamisa Yurman.
In August 2021, the official WoW Presents Plus Instagram account ended up following No Limbs, a moment that they seemed to be pretty proud about. It also showed that No Limbs had gotten so big that the gay interns at World of Wonder had taken note of them. Now, as mentioned before, the person that runs this account tries their best to stick to the character they've created. But as far as I know, the first time that No Limbs ever broke character was after the passing of Chi-Chi DeVane, where they made a post honoring Chi-Chi, along with a paragraph about the time they saw Chi-Chi perform live at one of her shows. It was honestly sort of a sweet thing to do at the time, especially since the fanbase was still trying to recover from the passing of Chi-Chi. This year, No Limbs was kind enough to provide fans of fans with an official DragCon schedule, which featured a Delta Work Unblock Me prayer at 1:45 AM, and a Kelly Dismantled tribute for later on in the day. Subsequently, out of the most recent post, the interpretation of Fiercelicious is honestly a work of art. At this point, there's no telling what other surprises this account has in store. Now, if you'd like to follow them on Instagram, you can find them at RPDR_No Limbs. Thank you so much for watching this video while I try to get longer content out for you guys. I'll be uploading my next video within the next 2 days, so keep an eye out for that. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.